Hello, dear Holy Home Sisters. Today is BaOmer. I want to talk a little bit about what BaOmer has to do with you and me and our marriages. You see, it's interesting how during the days and weeks of BaOmer, we know that we're in mourning because of the loss of Rabbi Akiva's 24,000 students. And it just always seemed so ironic to me how the reason that they had to be removed from this world was because of a lack of kavod between each other from one to the next. When meanwhile, Rabbi Akiva, his most famous teaching was v'ahavta l'recha kamocha, that we have to love each other the way we love ourselves. How ironic is it that his own students couldn't really live up to that? And that's when it hit me. There was a difference between love and respect. Maybe they loved each other, but they didn't respect each other. And in a relationship, there is also a difference between love and respect. You see, over the years of my coaching couples and relationships, I have met so many couples who really truly loved each other, and yet they lived in such strained marriages. And it seems almost impossible for that to be the case. How can you love each other? Or couples that get divorced and yet they claim that they still love each other, they just couldn't be married to each other. What was the missing piece if they love each other so much that they just can't make their marriage work? Because it's not a lack of love, but a lack of respect that creates an unhappy marriage. Love is very important, but loving alone can actually be very dangerous. You see, you can love the other person and love them and love them and love them, but if you don't respect them, they don't even feel that love. Because what respect is, it is recognizing that the other person is not an extension of you. They're not a part of you. They are their own unique individual selves, and they need to be understood for who they are, loved for who they are. And when a person doesn't feel like you understand them, then if you tell them you love them or even show them that you love them, but you don't understand them, then that love could actually be very, very dangerous. It can have the opposite effect. It could be something very negative instead of positive, because what they're thinking is, oh, they just love the person they think I am. If they really truly knew me, they probably wouldn't love me. They don't feel respected by you, so they don't feel loved by you. So love and respect are both necessary, and they're two very, very, very different things in a relationship. Respect means that it is not my job to control my spouse or my children. It is my job to get to know them, to understand them, and to learn who they are so that I could encourage them and I could inspire them and I could influence them to be their best selves, and so that I could respect my own needs at the same time I'm respecting their needs, and to learn and understand how to mesh all of our needs together and to be there for each other, to love and respect who the person is, not with conditions, or not just to respect them for who I want them to be or who I wish they were, or try to get them to become the person I want them to be or need them to be. No. It is looking at who the person is and respecting them for exactly who they are. And this is why v'ahavta l'recha kamocha means, love another person the way you love yourself. But loving yourself could be easier because you always want what's best for you. Most of the choices we make in life are choices that are going to be beneficial to us because we want what's best for ourselves. But do we respect ourselves? Maybe that's where we lack. Maybe we have a hard time taking it to the next level. V'ahavta l'recha kamocha doesn't only mean love another person. Maybe the next step after that means, but in order to love them properly, you have to respect them. And if you don't respect yourself, you'll have a hard time respecting another person. So that is the message of BaOmer. And this is why, by the way, BaOmer is on day 33, because for 32 days is when there was that lack of respect. So without respect, there can't be real love. 32 is the gematria of lev, which means heart. So you can love another person, but the love really doesn't count if you don't respect them as well. Lev, the heart is the source of love, but love without respect can't last. So let's remember that we need respect in order to complete love. And that's what BaOmer is, and that is moving forward. After BaOmer, let's take this with us into our lives, into our relationships. Let's learn to love and respect ourselves so that we can learn to love and respect our spouses, our children, and everybody else that we encounter.